Okay, so good evening. Time check, it's 6:33 p.m. So the last topic nga ako ang na-discuss on the last recorded video would be the chapter 2. Chapter 3, I'll not include that one because it is sa electronics na to siya. So that is more on circuits na and filters man to siya o phase lock loop. So I will proceed with the chapter 4. So this is the AM amplitude modulation. So there are two parts of this one. We need to discuss the transmission side of the AM and the reception side of AM. Okay. So you have here the introduction. Information signals are transported between a transmitter and a receiver over some form of transmission medium. However, the original information signals are seldom in a form that is suitable for transmission. Okay. So therefore, they must be transformed from their original form into a form that is more suitable for transmission. So pasabot lang ana is um, ang imong information signal, no, the information signal mismo or ang tawag ana is the baseband signal is pag iagi siya og transmitter is that signal will be transformed into another form para fit siya for the transmission. Since wireless man na, so take note, information signals cannot be traveled in a wireless manner because it is a low frequency. Okay, so you need another signal that is a high frequency para ipasakay ang purpose is ipasakay ang information signal, then for the transmission, so ma-transmit siya in free space. So the process of impressing low frequency information signals onto a high frequency carrier signal, that is called modulation. So to impressing low frequency information signals onto a high frequency carrier signal. Ipasakay ang information signal, which is the low frequency, dito sa high frec nga carrier signal. Modulation tawag. Demodulation is the reverse process. Okay. So demodulation is the reverse process where the received signals are transferred back to their original form. Pasabot, katong ipasakay nga information signal, gimodulate, mo na ipasabot, ipasakay, is kato pagabot sa receiver, tanggalon ang high frequency signal which is the carrier, ang magpabilin ang information signal. Okay? Kay mo man to ang na-information. Take note, carrier signal has no information. High frequency lang na. Igo lang siya. Kumbaga, imo siyang i-analogy between sa tao o between sa tao ug bike. Ang tao muna ang carrier, ang pasahero nimo, ang pasahero ang kumbaga muan ba motor o pasahero ba? Ang tao mo tong pasahero mismo, nya ang motor mo tong mag-analogous to the carrier signal mo to ang mag-move padulong sa destination point kung asa mag-adto ang katong pasahero. So same with the modulation. Okay, now discuss ta sa amplitude modulation. So AM FM man ni. So discuss na to sa AM. AM stands for amplitude modulation. This is the process of changing the amplitude of a relatively high frequency carrier signal in proportion with the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. Pasabot, AM amplitude modulation. Okay. The amplitude of the high frequency signal, the amplitude will vary. It varies with the modulating signal. So another meaning ana, fixed ang frequency, varying ang amplitude. Okay? That is the meaning of amplitude modulation. So AM is relatively inexpensive, low quality form of modulation that is used for commercial broadcasting both audio and video signals. AM is also used for two-way mobile radio communications such as citizens band radio. Okay? So, ginagamit sa broadcasting. Take note, part of the TV is na AM bandwidth diha. AM pod ang ginagamit. So, duha man na. Para wala interference sa TV, ang video signal will be used sa AM. Ang audio is FM, if I'm not mistaken. So AM video signal is AM, FM is audio. Okay. Now, AM modulators, these are nonlinear devices with two inputs and one output. Okay. So, ang isa ka input is the high frequency carrier signal with a constant amplitude and constant frequency. Not constant, fixed frequency. Ang second input is a low frequency, that is your information signal or baseband signals. Okay. So frequencies that are high enough to be efficiently radiated by an antenna and propagated through free space, they are called RF, diba? Or radio frequencies. So these are frequencies after na ma-modulate or mapasakay ang low frequency signal dito sa high frequency signal. So the process where the signal being radiated by the antenna and propagated through free space o wireless man na siya medium, ang tawag na is RF na siya, radio frequency. Kaya pa labay naman na siya. Okay. So in the modulator, the information acts on or modulates the RF carrier produced a modulated waveform. Okay, varying man ang amplitude, no? So mag-vary ang pag AM mag-vary ang amplitude sa mo ang carrier with respect to the modulating signal. Okay? So let's discuss, okay? This is the example man na siya, example applications na sa AM. Take note, AM is muna kasagaran ginagamit, no, especially at the military. Ginagamit na siya even though it is inexpensive niya, low quality siya, still ginagamit si AM. Okay. Now, although there are several types of amplitude modulation, AM double sideband full carrier or DSBFC is the probably most commonly used. Okay. For the developing for the reference of the formulas, pag dili ihatag unsa nga type of AM na siya, double sideband full carrier na siya, or that is the default type of AM. Another name for the DSBFC that is called conventional AM or simply AM. So pag conventional AM, DSBFC na siya. Okay? So looking at the given figure, this is 4-1. Okay. 4-1 ta. I think this is the 4-1. So given this one, naa kay modulating signal. This one. Modulating. Kaning blue line day, this is no modulation, meaning wala information diha, pinaka-laktod nga pagkasulti. So this is the information signal and this is your high frequency signal nimo. So constant amplitude, that is your carrier. Now i-combine that two, unsay may tabo, ang kani mo ang carrier nimo ipasakay sa high frec. So inani ang itsura. So the no modulation, so ipasakay ra ng no modulation or kanang wala information, so ipasakay ni carrier, pag abot na diri pa kaniman nga form, piyahon na po na niya. So may tabo, nagavary ang amplitude sa imong carrier. Diba? That's the concept of the AM. Okay? So kung boto na naon, diba, murag gipasakay ang modulating, but in fact gi-vary lang ang information, ginabari lang ang amplitude sa imong carrier. Okay? So that forms is kani murag Coca-Cola body, mo term mo. So it forms the AM. So now ang ang shape sa imuhang modulated wave. Kani modulated naman ni. Modulated wave sa AM, ang tawag na is, ang shape na is that is called envelope. Envelope na ha. So, pag walay modulation occurs na, or there's no modulating signal, ang amplitude na ang formula is, ang signal formula will be the same for the carrier, the same amplitude. Okay? Sir, unsa man ang modulating o unmodulating signal? Okay. Pag moingon ka og modulating signal, mo na ang information signal mismo. Okay? Siya man ang gipas. Kumbaga, ang modulating signal mo na ang pasahero. Kung i-convert nimo pasahero og motor. Ang unmodulated unmodulated signal, unmodulated, that is the carrier. Nganong gitawag man siya unmodulated, sir? Wala man wala man na information ng carrier signal. That is a high frequency, constant amplitude, and fixed frequency nga signal. So this is similar sa motor. Okay? So mo ni ang modulating, mo ni ang gipasakay. Ang unmodulated, which is the carrier, mo ni ang nagsakay. Tama ba? Ang nagpasakay, ang gisakay would be the modulating, ang nagpasakay is the carrier. Okay? So that is the AM. Notice, for this discussion, always ang base reference ani is the conventional AM. This is the wave of your conventional AM nimo. Okay? So unsay mitabo? So this is a combination of carrier plus the modulation. Okay. Now, kung ato na siyang i-frequency spectrum. Okay? Frequency spectrum na nato na siya. So, or in a frequency domain. So, pag yung tag-frequency domain, sa ganito, that is amplitude versus frequency. Pag time domain, that is amplitude versus time. Okay. Now, it will be comprised of 3 frequencies. Okay. So, the first one would be the carrier itself. Pag conventional AM, the DSBFC or the double sideband full carrier, it is comprised of a carrier and the modulating frequencies. Okay? Excuse me. Now, since tulo man na ka frequency ang naa diha. So tulo man na ka frequency. Unsay may tabo? Kanang carrier nimo wala man diha ang information. Asa diha ang information na, sir? Sa upper or sa upper part, upper side frequency, or sa lower side frequency? These two frequencies, the same ra ang information ana. Kung dari ka sa low side frequency, imo lang i-demodulate, so matangtang ang carrier o ang kaning upper side, so mora gyapon ang information diha. The same information signal ang makuha. Kung dari pug ka sa upper side frequency, meaning i-filtered ang low side frequency, pagkahuman tanggalon, i-filtered out ang carrier, ang mabili na lang is this one, the same information gyapon ang ma-achieve. Okay? So either of the two frequencies have the same information. Signal na ilahang gi-carry. Okay. Now, for the upper side band, you have here the upper side frequency. Pag upper side frequency, that is the sum of the carrier frequency and the modulating frequency. Okay? Modulating frequency na siya. So, it is denoted by F sub M max, or sa other books, they are denoted as F sub M. Okay. Now, for the lower side frequency, this is the difference between the carrier and the modulating frequency. Okay. Though different ang frequency values, for the upper and lower sideband, the same information na gyapon ang ilang gi-carried or gikarga. Okay. Now, how to compute the bandwidth of of an AM. Okay, bandwidth ana is just simply subtract upper side frequency minus lower side frequency. Kung may tabo, uh, quantity of F sub plus F sub M max minus quantity of F sub C minus F sub M max. So may tabo, cancel out ang F sub C. Unsay may ang result na i-add ang duha ka F sub M max. So you have 2 F sub M max. So meaning the bandwidth of a conventional for the conventional AM is equal to the difference between the high uh, between the upper side frequency and the lower side frequency, or that is twice the highest modulating signal frequency. So that's the formula for the AM. Conventional AM ta nagisgot when you say AM, when in discussing the deriving the formula, always the base reference is the conventional AM, the double sideband full carriers, full carrier. Okay, so for radio wave propagation, the carrier and all the frequencies within the upper and lower sidebands must be high enough to be sufficiently propagated through Earth's atmosphere. Okay, so dapat taas-taas, no? So pag i-radiate na siya, ilabay na siya sa free space. So considered also the power of your transmitter. Later, as we go along with this chapter, naagya po na siya the power, no, the total transmitted power sa AM included yapon for this chapter. Okay, so you can refer this example again, the same with the chapter 1, the noise. Ibo ra gyapon ako ang problem solving, but you can read in advance with this one. You can solve this one, practice this one. So para pag mag-discuss ta og problem solving, so dali na lang sa inyong part. Okay? Now, the phase representation of an AM wave. Okay. For a single frequency modulating signal, an AM envelope is produced from a vector addition of the carrier and the upper and lower side frequencies. Okay. So, the two side frequencies combine and produce a resultant component that combines with the carrier vector. So, that is phasor addition. Okay. So, the phasors for the carrier and the upper and lower side frequencies all rotate in counterclockwise direction. However, the upper side frequencies rotates faster than the carrier. And sa lower side, mo rotate siya much slower compared kang carrier. Okay? If the phasor of the carrier is held stationary, so di siya motuyok, the phasor for the upper side frequency will continue to rotate in a counterclockwise direction relative to the carrier, and the phasor of the lower side frequency will rotate in the clockwise direction also. So the phasors for the carrier and upper and lower side frequencies combine, sometimes in phase but sometimes out of phase. So pag i-combine, so pwede siya additive. So ma-additive siya usahay, sometimes it is subtractive na siya. So that this is the phasor of your AM, no? Conventional AM nimo. So the amplitude as the amplitude values of your modulated signal nimo, no? The AM signal nimo, the position between the upper side and lower side frequencies nimo naga tuyok po siya, naga-change po niyang position. So, naga-tilt na siya. Okay? So, mura man ay meaning sa phasor representation sa AM. Okay? So, there are rotating, no? Either in the counterclockwise for the upper side and clockwise for the lower side frequency. Okay? So, naakay sa AM nimo, conventional AM, you have two sides. So for the positive side, you have the positive Vmax and positive Vmin. The negative side, that is negative Vmax and negative Vmin. Masigasa kamo tanaw na those value, the values of your Vmax, either in positive or negative, they are the same. And also for the minimum voltage or V sub min. Okay. Now, okay. So we have here another parameter for determining the conventional AM. It's what we call it form that is called itong zoom kay sorry mo lag coefficient of modulation or percent modulation. Okay, so the coefficient of modulation, it is a term used to describe the amount of phase amplitude change, okay, present in an AM waveform. Percent modulation is just the coefficient of modulation multiplied by 100%. Mathematically speaking, modulation coefficient, another name ana is coefficient of modulation coefficient, modulation index. Okay, so the modulation index is defined as the ratio between the peak, no, amplitude sa imuhang modulated voltage sa information divided by the peak amplitude of the carrier voltage. Okay, for the percent modulation, just multiply 100%. Okay, now if we relate in terms of maximum and minimum voltage, so for the modulating voltage, that is equal to one half difference between Vmax and V sub min. Okay, so mo ni ang graph, no? If you look this figure, and for the carrier voltage or the unmodulated voltage, that is one half sum between the maximum and minimum voltage. So if we substitute that one for the percent of modulation or modulation index, so you have here the derived equation. Okay, Vmax minus Vmin divided by Vmax plus Vmin multiplied by 100% for percent modulation. So take note, Vmax is just equal to the sum between the carrier voltage and modulated voltage. And for the minimum voltage, that is the difference between the carrier voltage and the modulated voltage. Take note, carrier voltage must be greater than, okay, greater than modulated voltage. Okay, so Anisha, some of the examples. So there's these are the percent modulation of samples sa imong AM. Nakay modulating signal, the information signal. You have here the unmodulated signal, unmodulated, which is the carrier. If you combine these two signals, you have here an AM, the conventional AM. This percent, what do you call it? This letter C figure, it has a modulation percentage of 50%. So 50%, so kung tanawon nimo ang kaning iyahang gamay nga portion, no? So mas dako ang gap niya, no, between the two. But if you reach the percent modulation to 100%, so mas duol siya sa axis, no? Means that your minimum voltage is 0. So unsa indication? So the carrier voltage is equal to the modulated voltage. So muna nga 0 ang V sub min. Okay? So the maximum percent modulation, okay? So the maximum percent modulation that can be imposed without causing excessive distortion is 100%. Sometimes, percent modulation is expressed as the peak in the voltage of the modulated wave with respect to the peak of the unmodulated carrier. So, pwede na siya percent modulation nga formula. But common lang tong duha ka formula nga na-mention ganina. Okay? So, 100% modulation is pinaka-ideal na siya. Okay? So, this is the example. Now, unsay may tabo sir kung mas greater than ang percent modulation sa AM. Okay. So, what will happen kung greater than 100%? So, may tabo ana is ang may tabo ana is you will have a distortion sa imuhang envelope. Ang tawag ana is overmodulation. So, unsay meaning anang overmodulation sir? Pasabot, so kung greater than 100% ang imuhang percentage of modulation index, so kani siya nga portion sa lower side sa imong signal, sa minimum voltage nga side, almost the same na sa axis. Nag-clip na siya. Nag-clip na siya. Unya, pag clip, pag if you have a clip meaning wala siya form nga signal diya sa negative cycle, it means kanang your information signal is siya kanang lost na siya or dili na siya masabtan sa person, no? Pag kay demodulate man, kay voice man ang basis. Let's example, kung hello ang imong transmit via AM, pag niya greater than 100% siya, so distorted siya. So pag abot dito sa receiver, instead nga hello, hell na noon. No, nawala ang so distorted siya or clip na siya. So that is called overmodulation siya. So pinaka-ideal na ang 100%. Okay? So pinaka-ideal na lang yun siya. So flatten siya ba mo? Flat. So I think this naamang yapon dari sa discussion, no, about the overmodulation. I forgot another term for overmodulation. Okay. Now, we have here the AM voltage distribution. Kani, this is a general equation for the AM. So, kung nakay carrier, the voltage of your carrier as a function of time, okay, yan na po kay modulating signal, no, that is a function of time, okay. So, what will happen is, you have here an AM signal, so it is a mathematically derived. So, ang voltage sa imong modulated signal can be expressed as the product between the modulation index and the carrier voltage. Simplified mathematically. So, what will happen? So, derive this one and you have here this equation for 4-14. I think it uses the trigonometric identities. Okay? Trigonometric identities na siya. Kaning first term ani, this is the carrier. So kani ang walay information. Kaning second and third term, these are kanang terms nga naa ang information. Pag F sub C plus F sub M, this is upper side frequency. Pag F sub C minus F sub M, this is lower side frequency. So, upper side frequency or USF for the second term, lower side frequency or LSF for the third term. So, this is the general equation of conventional AM. Okay? So, conventional AM na siya. Okay? So in this equation, equation 14 4-14, the kaning general equation sa AM kani, okay, yahang, okay, the relative phase relationship between the carrier and the upper and lower side frequencies is evident. Okay, plus the carrier component is a plus sign function, the upper side is the negative cosine function, and the lower side frequency is a positive cosine function. Okay, so inside naman na indication na. Okay, the envelope is a repetitive waveform. So meaning, at the beginning at each cycle of the envelope, the carrier is 90 degrees out of phase with both the upper and lower side frequencies. Yeah, and the upper and lower side frequencies are 180 degrees out of phase na siya. Okay? So that is the mo nang indication sa plus o minus, no? So ang isa is kuan siya, that is phase reversal ang tawag ana. Okay? Meaning naga-change ang phase angle kay nagatuyok man ang imuhang side frequencies nimo. Diba? Sa phasor relationship, no? Counterclockwise o clockwise. Okay. So this is the example problem. At again, I will not discuss more about the problem, example problem diri kay mag-focus lang ta sa concept. Concept lang yun ta. Okay. But again, you can read in advance about the formulas of AM. Okay? Itibo lang nako kay ubay-ubay po to ang formula sa AM, no? Ako siyang gi-prepare actually. Okay? Now we have here AM time domain analysis. So sa time domain ani, this is in the figure, so this is the same lang gyapon siya. So asa man ang figure ani? Figure 4-9, murag lapas ta. This one, this is the given AM. So hatag naman niya ang AM na ni. Okay? So nakay carrier o nakay modulating signal. So performing the express the general AM equation, you have here this one. So kanang 25, example, wala siya nakaingon kung kilohertz ba na siya. Okay, 2 pi f man ni. So this 25 hertz, that is your carrier. Okay, tanang check na to basig dili ni carrier, dili ni siya hertz but rather in kilohertz. Okay. Dili wala man niya gihatag. So assume I think that is kilohertz if I'm not mistaken. So this 25 here na number, this is the carrier. Kaning 30, this is the upper side frequency value. Ang kani pong 20, that is the lower side frequency value. Okay. So you have here the table 4-1. These are the instantaneous voltages. But again, wala na ko ni siya gil-memorize kay wala siya impact sa assessment, no? So ang imo ra gi-familiarize is the general equation of conventional AM. Okay, familiarize sa pod nimo to siya. Okay. Now, the AM power distribution. Okay, the AM power distribution. Okay, AM power distribution is can be defined, no? For the unmodulated carrier, it is defined as 0.707 EC raised to 2 divided by R, or that is EC squared divided by 2R. Let's open a calculator. Okay, calculator ta. Kung unsa nang 0.707. If I'm not mistaken, that is 1 over square root of 2. This is 0.707. 1 over square root of 2 na. So meaning that is E sub C carrier voltage divided by square root of 2. Niya, squared lang siya. So this is the equation for the carrier. Now, so P sub C is the carrier power, E sub C is the peak carrier voltage, and R is the load resistance. And also consider the upper and lower side band powers. So you can express this one as M EC divided by 2 squared divided by 4R. Okay, so derive lang man na siya. So you will arrive, we have a relationship. So derive lang siya using algebra. You have here the m squared PC divided by 4. This is the upper sideband and lower sideband power. The values of the upper sideband and lower sideband power are equal. The same value na kay the same information naman na siya. Okay? So, what will be the total power or total transmitted power sa AM? This is defined, the total power or the total transmitted power of AM, that is P sub T equal to P sub C, the carrier power, plus upper sideband power plus lower sideband power. Substitute nimo ng duha in terms of m squared PC divided by 4. Then simplify algebraically, you will arrive this formula. So PT equals to P sub C times 1 plus m squared over 2. That is the total transmitted power sa imuhang AM, conventional AM ta. Okay? Technically speaking, you can use the formula, this one. Kani, ang inyo nang timanan is the upper sideband. Kani siya nga formula. Sorry. Kani siya. Then, together with the total transmitted power. Kani, derive na naman guni siya, actually. But again, you can familiarize this one. Okay? So, what we call it, the spectrum, power spectrum ang tawag na, because that is power versus frequency. So, looking at the power spectrum, so mas dako ang power sa carrier compare sa sideband power. Upper sideband and lower sideband power, they are called sideband power na tawag. Okay? So, sideband power. So, most of the power sa AM is naa sa carrier. Okay? So, kung i-assume na to, let's have kung value sa imong M is 1 or 100% modulated siya, unsay may tabo, ang imuhang total sideband power is 50% lang. Or for each of the sideband powers, upper sideband and lower sideband, that is 25% lang. 1/4 lang. So, meaning, mas dako ang carrier power, which is a significant disadvantage sa conventional AM kay ang carrier power man diha, ang carrier power is wala man diha ang information. Ang naay information is this one, the upper lower sideband and upper sideband power. Okay? So, unsa indication na sir? Kuan siya, it is a power wasted siya. So, sayang siya. Kuan ba? Waste siya nga power ba? Instead nga ma-utilize dito sa sideband. Okay? So, ayun siya, actually, the power in the carrier is not totally wasted because it does allow for the use of relatively simple and expensive demodulator circuits in the receiver, which is the predominant advantage of AM/DSB FC. Okay. Kung tanawon nimo ang equation yun, mas dako gyud ang power sa carrier. Nya need biya ang power no dito sa information. Okay? Need siya sa information. That's why other types of AM are developed. Kay ang goal man gud ana is to utilize or maximize, or much better to say optimize the power padulong dito sa information. Kay dito man ang information, dili ang carrier. Okay? Dili ang carrier na siya. Okay? So, that is the transmitted power sa AM. Okay? So, na example problem, but you can also use lead and advance. Again, tibuon na ako siya sa analysis. Okay? So we have here, kung natay power, naputay current. Okay? So transmitted power, that is I squared T times R. Carrier power, that is I squared C times R. Okay? So that is in ratio. Then giderive lang na siya. So you have here the transmitted current equal to the carrier current multiplied by the square root of 1 plus m squared over 2. So that is for the AM. Wala lagi kay laing buhat. Kuana, pinakasimple nimo kay dito ra ka sa transmitted power ka mag familiarize. Then derive na lang nimo na for the current. Dali ra siya ma-achieve. Okay? Dali ra siya i-solve. So, and of course, mas minimal ang imong pag-memorize sa ubang formulas. Sometimes, ang libro ni Tomasi, daghan kina siya formula ng ipang-derive. Pero kung when you analyze that one, those of the formulas are derived na. Okay? Derived na siya. Now, the next topic will be the modulation by a complex information signal. How about for the in AM nga it contains two or more frequencies? Unsay may tabo? How to compute the modulation index ana? So the total modulation index or the combined coefficient of modulation index, that is the square root of the individual sum of the squared of modulation indices. So m1 square root of m1 squared plus m2 squared up to m sub n squared. So pila ka buok frequencies ang involved diha. Nya provided with the same carrier signal lang. It should be the same frequency or the same carrier lang. Okay? Unya, you can express the total upper sideband power or total lower sideband power sa multiple frequencies, pati pod ang sideband power and iyahang transmitted power. Okay? So that is how to use pag multiple frequencies na. Okay? Sa AM. Okay? Now, AM modulating signals. So, diya lang sa ta for the meantime, total modulation index. So, medyo ubay-ubay, no? Taas-taas ato ang na-discuss regarding for AM. Okay. Now, for the AM modulating circuit, so ako siyang i-discuss on the next recorded video. Okay? So, with that said, I will stop the recorded video. Medyo taas-taas na po. So please read the book of the Tomasi in AM. No, practice solving. Even though wala pa tayo analysis, but still practice solving, no, para hanas mo para maanan pod mo. Mubasa na lang yun mo. Basa nga dala sabot. Okay? Time check, it's 7:17 p.m. That is the last time to record for this video. So, maayong gabi sa inyo ha. So, please refer this recorded video no when you study.